Can you hear me now? Voice working? It was probably because I didn't have my mic plugged in when I turned on OBS. I had to restart it. I'm a little out of breath because I forgot I had to do something. Like I was getting ready to hit the button to switch over to this screen, and then I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to do this. So I had to run in there and do that really quick. And I'm too large to be moving that fast, so I'm a little winded. Anyway, Mac, welcome in. Fluffy, welcome in. And the dragon, should I just call you Dragon? Thanks for that first time chat. Welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm alright. I'm a little sleepy. I slept like crap last night. But other than that, I'm doing okay. No camera tonight, guys, because someone forgot to do his laundry. So all my shirts are in the wash right now. So nobody wants to see me with no shirt on. Trust me. So no camera tonight. Plus, it's easier on my computer. That the background removal thing, it really makes the computer work hard. Like, it's sitting at 0.24% CPU usage right now. If I turn on the camera, it would jump up to like 38%. That really does some hard work on the computer there. So I went a very long time with no camera, so one more stream with that one's no big deal. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Mac, you're just doing dishes. Not fun. I don't envy you at all. But and Fluffy, yeah, I wasn't going to. But when my fiance found out that I said that, she pushed me hard to keep going. So, and then Mac and Charlie and everybody else in Discord was did the same. So I figured why not. But yeah, it's gonna be grindy work. Let me get a drink. I literally cut myself off mid sentence there, but my mouth is dry. Anyway, it's going to be a little bit of grindy work tonight because we're working on the base. But the grind has to happen. The grind has to happen. Honestly, the hardest parts are over. Well, that's actually a lie. The hardest part is designing all the buildings, but it's been a long time since I've streamed from this server here, so a lot has changed. Dragon, I appreciate that, and I'm going to. Everybody's pretty much made me feel like I probably should, so. But yeah, a lot of work's been done since the last time I streamed from this server. I mean, I took a whole week off, but even then, the last stream I did was not even playing Minecraft, so. It's been a long time since I've streamed from here, but I really miss Optifine, by the way. I hate the fog so much. But I'll just pull up the map here really quick. All the roads are in. I got them all dug out. I got them all filled in with concrete. I just went with powder because it kind of looks a little bit more like actual pavement. You know how pavement has that like grainy, if you look really close at pavement, you know, it has that grainy kind of look to it. And I figured what I could do here and there in some spots, I could like just hit it with some water and turn it into regular concrete, and then it'll look like freshly repaired patches of road. So that's that. And Dragon, since you're new here, I'll give you the rundown of what my base is going to be. This is going to be a city, like an actual like metropolitan city, like you would find in the downtown of any real life city. This whole southern section here is going to be like the skyscraper area. This one section here is going to be where the tallest and biggest building goes. and by biggest, I mean physical area. In fact, I can show you. I have the schematic on here. Just let me turn it on. Let's get over to it. Oh, wait, I'm on single layer mode right now. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get on all mode. There we go. So here's the biggest building. And when I say biggest, I don't necessarily mean tallest, although this will be the actual tallest as well. When I say biggest, I mean biggest in length and width. All of the other buildings will have to fit inside of one of these squares, where this one's going to be taking up 3. They will all be, yes, biggest footprint. That's the best way to say it, Stitch. Thanks for that. Biggest footprint. And thus the physically largest as far as like how like wide it is and everything. It'll gradually get shorter as you move away from this. It'll be more tall in the immediate area. Like the second tallest will probably come up to probably right here where the court starts. Like this will probably be right here where the second tallest one comes up to. And like I said, the surrounding ones will be the tallest, and then as you work your way out, they'll get gradually shorter and shorter. How big are the blocks? I think if I remember right, once the sidewalks go in fact, let me turn that off, let me turn that on. Once these sidewalks go in, I believe from here to the other corner, I believe it's 45 by 45. I think it's 51 by 51 this way. But you're taking off 6 from each side. So that drops it down to 45. If I remember right. I can find out really fast for you. We'll go to my mock-up world. And how I got this, I mean, Dragon, as far as I know, you're the only new person that I have in here right now, so I'll tell you how I did this. This is an exact copy of the server, and I imported it into single player with Lightmatica. Lightmatica is just a mod that, well, the big ghosts of the building there. That's what Lightmatica was, if you don't know what it is. It basically puts up a hologram of a pre-made building that you saved as a schematic, and then you can go layer by layer, and it helps you rebuild it exactly, so you don't have to keep bouncing between worlds or have a screenshot up somewhere else on the screen or anything like that. It's just a very handy tool. Anyway, I copied the whole area with that and pasted it in here in single player. So I actually even have the bridges all done on this one. I was going to put one here, but there's just not enough room over here for it to sit on the embankment. And Mac, if you're still watching, this is the main areas where I'm going to need your help with hiring you. There's a couple spots like this where it rides right up on the edge, where I don't want it to be right up on the edge. So I'll need you to kind of blend that out. And this right here cuts right through this, so I'll need this to be brought back just a smidge, just to make room for the sidewalk there. And then also getting those culverts in where these roads cross over the river. That way it can be contiguous again, because I want this to be an island. Like I said, this river here, it's not wide enough to constitute a full-on bridge like these. So I just had the road go through it, and we'll put a culvert going through it so the river will continue. It's separated, but not really, if that makes sense. I've actually made some changes to the road layout today as I was doing, because I did all the sidewalks today, like literally today. That's what I spent my morning on. But I made some changes. Extended roads. I extended the roads as far as they would go. Like this road specifically, I think it originally stopped about here, where the actual cursor is. Dragon, thanks for that follow. I appreciate it. But I think you can see the actual cursor, not the highlighted square. The actual cursor is what I'm pointing with. I think the road stopped here, but I ended up pushing it all the way over as far as the sidewalk would fit on the land. Just to have more room. And then some of them, like this one, I'm going to get rid of it altogether, actually. I'm just going to cut that off and make it grass. And I'll probably do some of that, like, here and there. Like, there was another one here. Like, this one kept going. You can actually see. You can actually see where it went. The grass hasn't grown back in yet. So I shaved those off. I'll probably do that in a couple other spots, like this one here. I'll probably get rid of this one. I might even get rid of these as well. And then, yeah, probably even this one. But I figured I'm still on the fence even as I speak. I'm on the fence about it. So I figured I can just leave them there, and then if I decide to take them out later, it's literally no big deal. You just go zoop with the slabs, and then just replace all that with grass. No big deal. But I got like I said, I got the bridges all in. I did a new design because I realized I forgot. Ooh, I missed a spot here. I realized that I forgot to include. I forgot to finish this off too. I forgot to include the sidewalk on the bridge. Like an idiot. I had the road, and only the road, going through. And the whole bridge was made out of the deep slate tiles, but I'm like, no, I want the edges to be deep slate tiles. And I picked polished andesite because it was the closest to this color that wasn't just this, because I needed the slabs. Plus, you know how in real life, even if you're on a paved road, when you go over a bridge, it almost always switches to concrete. And then back to pavement on the other side. Very rarely I mean, at least where I live. I don't know how where it is with you guys, where you guys live. But where I live, 90% of the bridges switch to concrete for the bridge part. There are a few that are pavement the whole way. But it's a majority concrete. Anyway, I added in I widened it to make room for the sidewalks, and I changed the road type for the bridge itself. I'm debating on if this one needs a central pillar. It's a little on the long side. I think I will. But because this one, the schematic doesn't actually copy low enough to meet the bottom of the river here, so I'll have to do that in situ on the real server. I'll just find the center point here and work it. This one's short enough to not need one. I also made it taller, by the way, because before it was too short to boat underneath. I wanted to be able to ride a boat underneath all this stuff. So I also made them taller. And I'm not the best at designs, but I came up with one design, and I just use the same design every time, because I'm not a good designer. I would never be able to come up with 4 unique bridge designs. So one is all you get. It adds a uniformity to the city anyway. And of course, I made it look like this is literally just hollow. Like this it just makes it look like it's a solid pillar going down into the mud. Well, it's not mud. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Thanks, Dragon. I appreciate that. I am not a good builder. Like Mac, here's a perfect example right here. I don't like that. Just kind of bulge out just a little bit. Same there. But this one was definitely long enough to need a central pillar. So I made one. Very basic. It's hollow too. Like it's literally hollow. And then I just kind of... I don't even know how well these work. I'm debating on if I should carry these across all the way. But if I do that with this one, I want to add that with the other ones. There's nothing stopping me from that. I mean, you could make it mud, but I mean, that's a lot of terraforming to add mud to this river. It's not that deep. I mean, I have a mud converter machine. You guys have seen it. In fact, I'll show it to you guys when I get back on the server. But yeah, a lot of work got done off camera, guys. Almost like a YouTuber, except I'm not a YouTuber. But anyway, I haven't even done the whole thing yet. What I was saying is, all of these are 10 units by 10 units. A unit being between. You got to remember, there was at one point there was a torch here and here. So 10 units being between torches, 1, 2, 3, and so on. 10 by 10 that way. So all of these are all 10 by 10. These are 10 by 10. I got a little wonky with these. Some of these are 9 by 8. Some of these are 9 by 10. All of these from here down. No, wait, not including this one. From here down. These are all 8 by 8. Now, these are on purpose. These ones that are 8 by 9s and 8 by 10s or 9 by 10s or whatever it is, those are all accidental, just from me being a numpty when I counted out where the roads were going. But it's good enough. I mean, all of this, that's another thing I was going to continue with earlier before I got sidetracked, because I get sidetracked super easily. Breaking down the layout of this place. So this area is all, like I said, is going to be skyscrapers. From this road down is going to be all skyscrapers. From this road up is going to be where it starts to fade out from the downtown into the urban area. This whole area here from this long road up is going to be suburbs, like just houses. And then from this road south over here is going to be more of this stuff here, that urban mix. Yeah, I didn't want them all to be exactly the same. And again, I don't know if every city's like this, but at least my city, the downtown area specifically, it's very uniform. Like the downtown area specifically, it's very uniform in length from street to street. At least it seems like it is. I haven't obviously taken a tape measure down there and measured it, so I can't say for sure. But just being downtown, it seems like it's fairly uniform. But then as you get into the like suburbs, you know, the streets get closer together because you're only working with houses instead of huge downtown buildings. So that's kind of the idea behind that. This is all the same size strictly because I thought it would look weird. Although, not really. I thought it would look weird if you go from 10 by 10s to 8 by 8s right next to each other. But this is a 10 by 10 right here. This is an 8 by 8 right here. You can't. It's really hard to tell just by looking. Anyway, to answer Stitch's question, how wide are these blocks? The 10 by 10s are 45 by 45. I was correct. And the 8 by 8s, I would imagine, are 39 by 39. 35 by 35. Okay, I can't math. But, hydrate, indeed. I could use another drink. Thanks for that, Redeem. You know what? I'm going to give you another one for free because I'm still thirsty. I love water. I especially love ice water. Hoi. Anyway, now we know how big the areas are. 45 by 45 and 35 by 35. And then there's some weird ones over there. Like I said, they're like this one that I'm looking at right there. I think that one's 9 by 8. And then there's one over here that's 9 by 10. So it's a little wonky, but it's somewhere in between those two ranges. And while I'm looking at this building, there's gonna, if I can fit them, I believe I can. If I can fit them, there's going to be 2 farms, at least 2 farms in this building. There's going to be a creeper farm up at the top, and then below that there's going to be an iron farm. I would imagine I can probably fit other types of farms in the wings. In fact, just looking at this, I just had a great idea. One of these could be like a automatic pumpkin farm, automatic melon farm, sugarcane, bamboo, cactus, and then maybe in this side, have automated villager farms doing the carrots, the wheat, the potatoes, and beets. So this building's gonna have a lot of farms in it. I'll try to make as many of the buildings functional as I can, but I'm not fussed about it. So if they all end up just being shells, just like that are completely empty, I'm fine with that. I am not fussed at all if they sit there empty. I'm more concerned with being able to fill this whole city up. That's my main concern. I don't think I'll be able to get it done before the server resets for the next season, but I will get as much done as I can. Worst case scenario, if Emmy can't get a world download to us, because he said the map is enormous in file size, so he doesn't know how he's going to host it right at the moment. Why is... What in the world? Why is only part of it showing? Why is only part of it showing? That's not the button I wanted. Let me toggle it on and off. There we go. It was just a glitch. I figured as much. Anyway, what we're going to do first today... oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to turn the placement off. First thing we need to do... Oh, let me finish saying what else I got done off camera. As you can see, I've already got the bones of this bridge in place. I just got to fill in the actual roadway and sidewalks. But the first thing we're going to do... I'll show you what I got done. Here's all the concrete I had left over, just because I ran it longer than I needed to by accident. Here's all the smooth stone for this, for the sidewalks. I have a little extra. I think I had 11 stacks. No, maybe it was 11 stacks extra. All of these are going to be turned into slabs. But that... I spent... Mac, you were here when I did that. How long did that take me? An hour and a half? 2 hours? But I spent the better part, at least an hour and a half, I'd say, smelting all that stone into smooth stone earlier today. Oh, here's my mud machine, before I forget about it. I already got this full. So what you do, you just put literally just 2 in your offhand, right? And then you just stand here, hold right click and left click. Why is this full? That shouldn't be... Wait. Yes, it should. Server timings and everything. There we go. Now it's working good. Yep, you just stand here and hold left click and right click. That's all there is to it. Just keep this chest filled up with dirt. It would help if I clicked on the thing. I do not need wheat at the current moment. That's what this thing's for. I am going to do all of you guys a favor and turn my sounds off for a brief moment. What I need is bone meal. That's what I need. Because this thing plows through it. But, I just stand here and hold right click. I got wheat as long as I have bone meal. I cleaned out. I'm going to turn my sounds back on before I get to do that. I cleaned out the Skelly farm the other day. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I have left. I have a shulker box of each of these in my shop, and I have another shulker box here to restock with. And then I'll refill that supply wherever they are. There they are. I'll refill that as needed. One fun thing we can do later toward the end of the stream, duplicate my LA now that we're on 119.2. I forgot. Mac was on when Mac was on when I had the realization that I could do that. It dawned on me. I was standing here. I had just taken out this thing because the road goes like right here, and my stairway was all janky, so I just pushed the whole thing back over here, and I looked down there and saw it, and then it dawned on me. Oh, we're on the new version now. All I need is a record player and some shards. I don't think I have any shards, though. I'm 90% sure I don't have any shards. Oh, I know another farm I'm going to put in that big tower. I know exactly what I'm going to put in that tower. I'm going to rebuild my bee farm. Where are they? Where is it? They're in a chest here somewhere. There it is. Bee farm. That's gonna go in in that building too. But I don't have a jukebox, but I can make one easily enough. I know I have a record around here somewhere. At least one. It's probably over here. There, yep, right there. I don't think it needs a specific disc to do that. I think it just needs to be a disc. Do I sell sand? I do not, because sand is free. All you have to do is AFK for it. In fact, Stitch, have you seen the duplicator? In fact, let me just show you guys. Before we get into the boring, grindy stuff, let's do all the cool stuff first. Oop, I missed a couple pieces that fell through the portal. I don't need them. You saw it. Do you know how to use it, though? I really hate the fog. I miss Optifine so much. No wonder people get lost so easily in the Nether. When you have the fog on, you can't see nothing. I'm going the wrong way. That would be... No, I'm not. I just haven't gone far enough yet. Yeah, there's the patch. It should be... There it is. There it is. I mean, Stitch, let me just show you. Because it's really easy. First thing I'm going to do... Where's the bed? Where's the bed? There was a bed right here. There it is. Set my spawn over here. It's already set up for sand, too. Excellent. All you have to do is come over here. Whatever gravity block you want to duplicate. You don't need it on the server. Well, then... How would I be able to sell you sand if it's not on the server? Okay. Anyway, whatever gravity block you want, transport science magic. Well, if I had OP or op, whatever you want to call it, if I had op and I could switch myself to creative mode, then yeah, you could just use your hotbar save. But we don't have that here, so there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, you just put whatever gravity blocks you want to duplicate on top of these. Oh, first thing you need to do, though, turn this on, like so. Is there nothing in there? What's going on? Don't tell me. Hey, Shifu, welcome in. 3 months. Right. You I remember now. you subbed in advance, so that was just the monthly notification. Shifu, welcome in. How are you doing today? Trying to get this chunk loader working, but it's not for some reason. Okay, it's up there. Did someone shut it off on the other side? I think that's what's happening. I think someone shut it off on the other side. Yeah, when my fiance... Yeah, someone shut it off over here. When my fiance heard that I decided to stop, she got all over me about it and talked me into doing it again. And then everybody on Discord was doing the same, so... There we go. Now it's working. Someone shut it off on the nether side. Jess, welcome in. Thanks for those 100 bits. Appreciate it. How are you doing tonight, Jess? I better plug this thing up before I forget. Is it working? Yep, good. And I will put these back down here in case we lose anything. But yeah, Jess, check out this wizardry. You ready? You ready? Watch this. So we have sand. You can do gravel, the concrete powders. It's not actually working with andils. We tried it when I built these. But full blocks, you know, sand, gravel, concrete powder. I opened that up like I'm in creative, but I've been in creative half the day, so it's a habit. Yeah, Jess, Sarah talked me into it. She really got on me about it. She's like, I really wish you'd keep streaming. And then everybody else in Discord thought the same. So here I am. Anyway, watch this wizardry. So set my spawn here. Now, we'll turn the machine on. Now, if you look really close, you can see the blocks shifting around, but if you look really close, I don't have zoom right now, but if you look right where the cursor is, you can see it appear as the ground entity, and then it falls into the portal here. And now, there it goes. They're shooting out of the... they're appearing here, and there's hopper minecarts picking it up, and it's distributed. Every time it goes through, it's 3 items. 3 items every time. So it's split up on 3 different hopper chains. So, 1 hopper chain per item. Over here to this. Drops into this water stream. And then it just climbs over here. I'm not the biggest fan of this layout, because if you want to swap out shulker boxes because you're done with a particular type, but you've got these partials here that you can't get, that won't break themselves until they're full. But there's a way around it. All you need to do, place a block here in between this gap to crawl across. Place a trapdoor here and a trapdoor here so you can stay in swim mode. And then you can swim in here, break these shulker boxes manually, and replace them manually, and it will work just fine. I have tested that myself. I know it works fine. So yeah, you just AFK here, basically. That machine that I was fiddling around with is a chunk loader, keeping those chunks loaded. And then I come here and load these chunks. So now all I have to do is stand here and wait. Infinite sand, infinite gravel, infinite concrete. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat it. You just can't beat it. And then you just come down over here. And I think there's already some shulker boxes here of sand. Yep. Tons of sand already. You can do it with gravel and whatever else. A partial one, that's odd. Another partial one, that's odd. But anyway, all you'd have to do is go into swim mode through that gap right there. In fact, there we go. Just come in here, just like this. Like I said, it's easier if you put a block in this gap and then a trapdoor above here and a trapdoor on the other side, so you can go into swim mode and come in here. And then you just break these out manually and then come back and put them back in manually as well. And then you're all good to go. And that way you can get your partials out of there. But that's pretty much how it works. And then when you're done, you just come back over here, go through the regular portal. Emmy lit the island up, so there's no more Enderman up here. That's nice. I always get so scared that I'm gonna like look at one as I'm flying by. The timing is critical when you stop this thing. There we go. If you stop it in the wrong time, it breaks these blocks, which isn't the biggest of deals, but you would have to put them back down if you wanted to do more. But now I'm going to shut this thing off. So now when that item comes back in, it'll stay right there. The other side will only fire if block goes into it. Like if I was to take this block out and turn it on, see, it's not going to fire because there's nothing going into it. So there's you only need to shut off one side. You don't need to shut off both. And that's what threw me off. Someone had shut off both sides. I was like, why isn't this thing working? But, yeah, that machine was invaluable when it came to doing the concrete for my roads. I just let it run a little too long, and I got plenty of extras. And while I'm in the nether, I'm actually going to go check on the shulker farm. To make sure it's still running. It was running earlier. Oop, I'm off course. There we go. It is still running. Great. There's another box. That one's going. There we go. And Jess, while you're here, I'll show you my shop. I don't think I've ever had a chance to show you my shop. But I need to check it for sales anyway. I don't think I've made any. I don't think anybody's been on since Mac was on earlier, and I know she was doing digging and not shopping, so. But here's my shop. I love looking at it at night. I wish it was nighttime right now. But it's only noon. The flame at night, from a distance specifically, like if you're up here, it looks so cool. It just has a glow to it. I did not design the candle part. I followed a tutorial for that. I did do the little candle holder though. I did design this. But I got mud, packed mud, mud bricks. I need to take my lazy butt down to the nether and do some more grinding for some netherite, because that's my moneymaker. That's my moneymaker right there. Candles, you know, the various honey stuff. Shulker shells are free now, because obviously, wait till I get back home. There is the person that designed the candle, by the way, Savaris. Just looked them up on YouTube. That's where I found the tutorial. You're ready to buy me out again. All right. Well, it sounds like a future stream idea, doesn't it? A grindy stream. Thor, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? I imagine you're about ready to get rolling on your stream based off the time of day, I'm thinking. Not doing much crafting right now, actually. Just doing a bunch of showing everybody what's happened since the last stream. It's been like a week and a half, if not longer, since I've streamed from this server. So I was showing everybody what I've been doing. And I'll show you what I've been doing too, for that matter, since you're just getting in here. By the way, everybody, we're getting very close to getting rid of the cobble monstrosity that is my nether portal. Because once we get the first building in place, which Thor, check this building out. Let me land. Let me turn on the placement. And let me put it back into full mode. Check out this building. It's a biggin. But this is the first building that's going to go in once I get all the sidewalks in. The sidewalks is the grind I'm working on today, but that's like the second half of the grind that's got to happen first. First things first, I got to take out all the torches right along the edge of the road. And then I'll come back and put in all the sidewalks. I thought about doing them both at the same time, but then I would just need to have room for both materials in my inventory, and it's just a hassle. So I'm just going to do it twice. It's twice as much walking, but it's twice as efficient. You just started your first playthrough Friday? You're playing Minecraft now? Nice. Awesome. I wish I could say hop on here and play with us, but it's kind of a whitelisted server, and you have to be in the community already, and all of that. So I can't just have you come over. But I would if I could. But in this building at the top, it's going to be a creeper farm, probably literally to about right there. And then from here to there is probably going to be, somewhere in there anyway, is going to be a iron farm. And then the wings are going to be smaller farms. Like I literally just got this idea a little bit ago. Sugarcane, bamboo, pumpkin, melon, what else did I say? Cactus and whatever else I could think of. And then over here, I'm going to put in my bee farm, get that back and going. But right smack down here in the dead center of this building is going to be my main nether portal. So once this building goes in, the portal will be moved, and that's going to be its permanent location. So then the cobble monstrosity in the nether will go away. So we're getting very close to getting rid of that cobble monstrosity. I'll be able to finally have a proper portal. But Thor, here's the update on the city. I know you knew about the city. My map needs updated severely. Why is it so... It wasn't like that earlier, was it, guys? I swear it was done. Let me do a fly around. Let it load in. Yeah, see, it's updating itself now. But I got all the streets in. Earlier today, I spent a couple hours doing the grind of getting all the smooth stone made for the sidewalks. But first things first, I got to come through here and literally just do this. And just punch out every single one of these torches on either side of the road. It's boring, it's arduous, but it's got to be done. But I mean, you can see how fast these are adding up. I don't... To also be placing slabs at the same time, I would either need to have... It would just be hard because you'll get multiple stacks of torches very quickly, and it'll be a lot of putting stuff away and pulling stuff out of shulker boxes. So this is what it's going to be, unfortunately. It's just one of those things that's got to be done. I'll get to a stack and then I'll stop for a quick moment because I'm not quite ready to get going on this. But this is literally what it's going to be for the most part. Very grindy. There's a stack. Alright. But yeah, I got a bridge going in here soon. I got another bridge. I got 4 bridges total. I made the purchases to get the materials I needed for that. I got that ready to go. Right there. The smooth stone for the sidewalks are here. All I have to do, like I said, is gather up all these torches. But check out all these shulker boxes, guys. Check this out. Every single one of these. Full to the brim of shells. But wait, there's more. Another one. But wait, there's more. Another one. But wait, there's more. I'm coming up on 2 double chests of shulker boxes full of shulker shells. Plus the one in the shop. Plus my personal one in my ender chest. Plus a handful of shells I have here. So we're not hurting for shulker boxes anytime soon. You got a lot going on and your save is becoming a friend buildup. Nice. Nice. Well, I hope you're having fun with it. I know you said it's just for the month, but I hope you're having fun with it while you're playing it anyway. Playing games and not having fun isn't fun, so... Wow. Lag. Good grief. I thought I saw some torches over here. I did. Put these in here as well. There we go. What is my ping looking like right now? It's not terrible. Why is there so much lag? Wildly relaxing. I know. Thor, you want to know what my favorite thing to do is? My absolute, undisputed favorite thing to do. You have nothing else to do during the day. Like if you just find yourself with a patch of free time, put on whatever music you like to listen to, and go mining. It is my favorite thing to do. Literally. Let's see if I can get this to work. I need a little bit more room to jump. Come on. Nah, it's too steep. Come on, fly. Fly down there, come on. Alright, I'll just run it. Never mind. I tried to fly down here, but I didn't leave enough headroom. But this mine is very, very small. But it's literally a quarter of the size that it should be. Let me just give you a once over. Like I said, this is a quarter of the size that it should be. These last few down here are the proper length. I do 5 blocks and then a torch. Well, 4 blocks, and then on the 5th block is a torch. So I just count 6. I had 16 torches, and that's down to here. I normally do a full stack of torches, and that's what these have been. I've been coming back and extending these tunnels to their full length. And it's down at diamond level, so you just get loads and loads of diamonds. But yeah, just put on your favorite music and just come down here and dig. That's it. That's it. I don't have... I can get torches on me, actually. Literally, I'll just do a few. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because the first one was already taken out. Torch. You can only reach 5 blocks, so you just walk as far up against the wall as you can. Mine until you can't reach no more. Mine out the bottoms. Put the torch, and move on. It's beyond relaxing. You get so much stuff. I actually need this redstone. That's actually nice. I am like all out of redstone. But yeah, you just come down here and just mine and mine and mine and mine and mine, and it's great. It's great. It's my favorite thing in the world to do in this game. And in fact, you saw the... That's not what I wanted to do at all. There we go. You see this whole area here. Well, it didn't used to be flat, you know. It didn't used to be flat. Although, to be fair, as much as I love mining, even I was getting tired of it by the time that project was wrapping up. Let's see if I can fly out of here at least. Yay, I made it. I made it. We're going to duplicate this guy later. But that'll be a later thing. Jen, welcome in. How have you not come across that? It's under my base, yes. It is under my base. Jen, for reference, here's my area. And it is right down there. So it's like here, basically. It's all underneath my area. That's it. It doesn't go any farther than my area, I don't think. Let's see. Let me get lined up with it so I can make sure I'm on the center. So this is the dead center of it going forward. So going down here. Yeah. Right in line with this middle road here, actually. Perfectly in line with this central road. And then 64 blocks at the most in each direction. And I don't think that goes any farther than this road here or this river here. So yeah, it's absolutely within just the area that I'm in. So yeah, I have a long way to go. I think I'm pretty much done with mining like that. Just unless I need something specific, because I mean, look at this place. I have to fill this thing in with buildings. I don't have time to just be mining like I have things to do. I need some more rockets. I need some more rockets. That is a lot of buildings. To be fair, all of these, they're going to be houses. So there's probably going to be 3 or 4 houses probably per square. And then... Man, this place is so big, it takes forever to fly around even. These places down here, I'll have more row house style. In fact, I can show you one of the designs I have. Let me land here. What would I have named it? What would I have named it? Townhouse. That's it. There we go. Gonna be a lot of these. A lot of these. They're all gonna be identical, just various colors. But just, let me fly. It's a nice little townhouse. 3 floors. They might actually butt up against each other, and these won't have the windows on them. I haven't decided yet. They might also be mirrored as well. So, like, this one would have literally just be mirrored, so the stairs are over here. But yeah, I don't know if I'll go with quartz. I might end up swapping that out with white concrete just to save on expenses because quartz isn't cheap. Unless you have like a piglin trading hall or a massive amount of stonemasons. Which I do not have either of those things. So, but that's going to be what a lot of what's going in this intermediate area here. Like, this is going to be like actual suburb style houses, and then this area here will be these row style houses, and then down here will be more your shopping. Over here will be mostly your shopping, and then all of this will be your big businessy skyscraper stuff. So I can turn this off. I can turn that placement off. A lot of work to be done. And I can only blame myself for it, because I just had to build a city like an idiot. But, lots been done. I mean, it's been a couple weeks, and I've been working fairly steadily. I've only taken a couple actual days off of playing. Hey, my trap's working. It took forever to get these things working. I think it needed... I had it, like... down to here. I think it was even down to here. I think they need it to be so you can... They need to think they can jump on top of it. I think that's what had to happen. They can't, but they need to think they can. And if there's not enough head clearance, then they won't go to it. You gotta lurk and make some food? Alright, have a good food. Have some good food. Thanks for the lurk, I appreciate it. Have a good one. I am going to have to get started on this boring crap, or it's not going to get done. That's the problem. It's boring, and I don't want to do it, but it really needs to be done. So, let's do a prediction. Let's do a prediction. I haven't done a prediction in a hot minute. Where's the button? Start a prediction. Start. Alright. How many stacks of torches will I collect? Option 1 will be less than 27. In other words, a shulker box worth. Option 2 will be more than 27. And obviously that would be over a shulker box worth. I'll give you guys... I'll I'll give you guys 5 minutes on this prediction. There we go. Prediction's up. How many stacks will I pick up? More or less than 27? And if it comes out if it comes out to be exactly 27, it'll just be a wash, and I'll just I'll refund everybody their points. So 26 or less, 28 or more. If it's 27 exactly, I'll refund the points. Not all of the torches. Not all of the torches. Let me specify before you guys vote. I probably should have done that. I'm only picking up the torches immediately next to the roadways, because I'm making room for the sidewalks that will be going in 3 wide like this. So I'm only picking up the ones right immediately next to the roadways. Just like that. All these other ones are staying. It's just these ones by the road that are getting picked up. So more than a shulker box or less than a shulker box. Let's see. Now, I know for a fact how many torches overall there are, but I have no idea how many are next to the roads because I didn't count. We'll find out. If I had to personally guess, I would guess more than 27 myself. But again, I have no actual clue because I put the roads in after the torches. I put the roads in after the torches. So it's not like I knew how many I put in right around the roadways. So your guess is as good as mine, but I would lean toward more than, personally. So that's just a fun little thing we can do to make this boring task a little less boring. Add some excitement into it. What's really going to be fun, if it turns out that it is more than 27, and there's still a lot more roads to go by a fair bit, we'll do another prediction and see how many total shulker boxes. But we'll have to see how we're doing. It might only be 1 box for all I know. I really have no idea. Boy, nothing blows through your saturation more than just sprinting. Anyway, El, welcome in. I forgot to say welcome in, by the way. I'm so sorry. I saw your message and answered your message, but I forgot to say welcome in. I feel so bad. My brain took a week off. And mentally, for most of that week, it took a permanent vacation from streaming. Even though it effectively only became 1 week. But, yeah. The real pain's gonna be making sure we got all of them. That's gonna be the real pain. Boy, I wish there was a faster way to do this. I didn't have to do this on the single player world because I had world edit, so all I had to do was place down the slabs and then use world edit to stack, and the torches remove themselves. And the slabs place themselves too. There's no shortcuts in survival though. Meh. And in fact, I need to, while I'm thinking of it, I need to turn that back on. Aha! Because of that, right there. I made a change to the roadways. See, I'll have to come back and swap all this out for dirt again. Oop, I missed one. But, and then expand this over with concrete. Like I said, I made some changes on the fly as I was doing the sidewalks today. So, I'm actually going to leave this up because it highlights exactly which ones I need to take out. Makes it real easy, no guesswork involved. And also, I'll be able to see where I've made those changes. You know, I said it might. I'm leaning toward more, but after doing how many roads have I done now? You can't really see them on this map, can you? That sucks. Let's do a quick fly up. I've gotten that whole line there, all the way around there, all the way over here. You know, as much as I've already done, I'm at less than 3 stacks. Oh, let's not forget though. Let's not forget I did already pull up 1 stack. When I was over here, I pulled up 1 stack. Let's not forget to add that in. So technically we're at 4 stacks now. Almost, anyway. But, I would have thought... You know, we'll see. We'll see. I'm still personally kind of leaning toward... more than myself. Why are you not here? Was it just missing? It was just missing. Okay. I must have accidentally taken it out on the other map. But anyway, we're at the part of the stream now where I'm gonna need you guys to talk with me because otherwise it's gonna get real quiet real quick because I'm not gonna be able to do anything. But and another torch, and another one, and another one, because it's all repetitive stuff now. So me being able to just narrate things has gone out the window. So I'm gonna need a conversation. So how about those cubbies? They still stink, don't they? Except that 1 year. And that's pretty much it. Football's back. Yep. Indeed. They yeeted all their good players to the Yankees and Mets. And now they stink even more than they did. But football's back. Football's back. That's good. It's still preseason, so I don't care about it yet. But football. Oh yeah, I have little sound alerts on there, Jazz. That's what they do. Hello, parrot. Yeah, I watched the first quarter of the Colts game Sunday, or Saturday, not Sunday. I'm so used to saying Sunday when it comes to football because of course it is, but it was Saturday this week. You've never been big into football? Growing up, I wasn't. But then middle school rolled around, and I was part of the chain crew. You know that moves the first down chains and all that. So I had to go to the games for that, and you can't not watch because you have to. And I got into it then, and then high school rolled around. Jess, tell him how big a deal high school football was in our particular school. Me and Jess, we went to the same school. Jess, tell him how big high school football was. Yeah. State champs 4 years in a row. We had a very, very good team. Yeah. Our stands were huge. And they were always crammed full of people. Always. Oh, yeah. And against Ben Davis. Yeah. Good grief. I remember going to, it was an away game against Ben Davis, and Edger and James was there. I didn't get to meet him, but I did see him. And for those of you that don't know, Edgerrin James, he used to be the running back for the Colts back in the late 90s, early 2000s. You're Canadian, your nephew's first football game, they couldn't play because no one had helmets, they didn't have enough kids on the team, and they hadn't learned how to do something they were apparently supposed to know. Kids here play soccer. Yeah, I mean, soccer is big here for kids. But when it comes to professional, I mean, we have professional teams here, but it's not nearly as big as American football. Because I know soccer is the American word for that sport. Soccer is the real football. But soccer is just not that big here. I am not Canadian. I am in the States. I live in Indianapolis. And that's all the more specific I get as to where I live. City is it. I've technically had my house on stream before, but I didn't point out which one it was. It was one of several thousand houses that was on the screen at the same time. Hand egg. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, American football's more akin to rugby than anything. It's very similar to rugby from what I've gathered. If you look at a map of the greater Vancouver, you'll see your house. I mean, if you look at a map of Indianapolis, you'll see my house too. I mean, that's how it works. In fact, let me do this. Let me do this. Open this up. Switch to this. Yes. I mean, uh-oh. Go away. Let me get away from the freaking woods here. Whoa, look at that lag. I'm not touching my computer at all right now. There we go. What's my ping like? Bad. Holy God. I'm probably dropping a bunch of frames right now, too. Yep. I'm dropping some frames. Alright. Anyway. Technically speaking, my house is on the screen right now. I mean, that's how it works when you're going all generic. My house is still on the screen right now. I'm looking right at it because I know where it is. Jess, I know you can look right at my house too. You know where I live. And I'm looking right at your house too, Jess. Jess lives like literally 5 minutes away from us. So, well, maybe 10 if you catch the lights, which you probably will. Crossroads of America, L. Indianapolis is known as the Crossroads of America because you have I-70, which comes from all the way over here. Pittsburgh, I think, at least, if not farther. It might be one of those things where it mixes with another highway for a while. But at least from Pittsburgh, because here it is, 70. I don't see 70 going any farther east than that. What's behind that sign? 76. So at least to Pittsburgh. Wait, there it is. There it is. There's 70. There we go. All the way to Baltimore. There you go. From Baltimore, all the way over through Indy, all the way through here, through Missouri, through Colorado. I think it goes through Denver, doesn't it? Yeah, there's 70 going through Denver. 70 goes all the way over to uh where was it? Somewhere in Nevada, if I'm remembering correctly. I think this is 70 right there. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Maybe it was Utah. Boy, this is awful laggy right now. You're pinned in by ocean and border and mountains, and there's 3 highways. I don't know why my internet's so laggy right now. I'm dropping a ton of frames. Yeah, Indianapolis. To be fair, Jess, I mean it's a metropolitan city. They're flat. That's what cities do. You know, you get like literally like okay, so you go from Indianapolis here, you get to about around here, south of between Columbus and Seymour, you start to get hills. But yeah, I thought Mac, I figured it did. I'm just trying to figure out where it terminates. Here's 70 coming in. I think it dead ends right here. It dead ends at the 15. And there you go. There's where 70 ends. In, what's that word? Sulphurdale, Utah. From Sulphurdale, Utah, all the way to Baltimore. That's where I-70 goes. And that cuts right through Indianapolis. And then you got 74, which goes down to Cincinnati. And that it stops at Cincinnati. It was supposed to continue on down and over through North Carolina. It picks up again in North Carolina somewhere, but I don't know for sure where. Um, there it is. Here's 74. It's supposed to. It was supposed to have gone from Cincinnati down to here, but it's not there. You have to take other highways to get there. Uh, I just learned that about 74 the other day on YouTube. I saw like YouTube just dropped the recommended video, and it said why I-74 and there was another one. I think it was I-73 and I-74. And the title was why I-73 and I-74 won't exist outside of North Carolina. And I'm like, well, that's not true at all. I live very, very close to I-74. So what kind of BS are this channel spewing? And then I got on there, was like, and they explained why it's not, because they live, obviously, whoever made that lives probably in North Carolina. And they're like, why it's not going to exit the state. It's supposed to cut through to Cincinnati. Probably follow this path right here, if I had to guess. Because it picks up right here. Ish. Where was it? Yeah, there it is. 74. Anyway, so 74 is supposed to go down through North Carolina, but it stops at Cincinnati to the east. And to the west, I know it goes through Champaign. Where's Champaign? I don't know Illinois that well. Champaign is in here somewhere. There it is. Champaign. And then I think it goes up through Bloomington. And then over here through Peoria. And then over here to, what is this town? Galesburg. And then this way. I'm just kind of following it along here. It turns into, it probably does one of those things where it mixes with another interstate here. And that's either, it might stop here actually, because I don't see it leaving town. So is this Davenport, Iowa, or it is? Okay. So yeah, it looks like it stops in Davenport, Iowa. Now if it picks up somewhere, or if I'm just missing it, because I know here in town, for example, here in Indianapolis, uh, for a brief, ever so brief stint, right along here, this is both 65 and 70. 65 comes through here and then goes this way. 70 comes through here and then goes this way. So for a brief stint, this is both of them. I think that's what 74 is doing over here somewhere, but I don't know where it unsplits or unmerges, I should say. I'm really sorry about dropping all these frames. I think it's because it's Google Earth. Google Earth tends to do that to me. But in fact, let's first off, how did that get over there? That needs to be over here. Second off, let me open this. Let me do this. Let me drag another window over here. Get rid of Google Earth. Let's do maps.googlies.com. There we go. And then we can just switch this to terrain. No. Satellite. There we go. Oh yeah, my bitrate just cleared right up. So, anyway, it's a clearer picture too, if you noticed. Look how much clearer this is. But yeah, so 70 ended here, right? Anyway, you can see my house. I'm not going to zoom in any farther because you can see my house. Let me turn that off if I can. How do I turn that off? I'm going to put up my Be Right Back screen so I don't show anything I don't want to show. And once I get it turned off, I'll come back. Give me just a second. This is taking longer than I wanted, but I'm working on it. Give me just a second, guys. I did it! It's gone! Yay! No more accidentally doxing myself, almost, if I haven't already. But anyway, what was we doing? Looking at highways. Anyway, 65 goes up through Chicago, through Milwaukee, and uh, wherever else it goes after that. And then it goes down through Louisville, down through Bowling Green, down through Nashville, all the way. I think it goes, yeah, Birmingham, Montgomery. I think it goes to Mobile. Yep. And then there's the 10. The 65 go through there at any point? No? I don't think so. Yeah, so yeah, 65 goes down to Mobile. So, and then you got 69. 69 goes up through Fort Wayne, up all the way through Lansing, over to Flint, and all the way over to here. What is this town? Port Huron. Right on the Canadian land border. 69 goes all the way to there. Whoa, excuse me. That burp came out with the word, and I apologize. I obviously wasn't expecting that. It came out of nowhere. Uh, it hasn't been all the way connected yet, but it is getting closer and closer. Jess, you know how much longer they expect it to be for them to connect 69 up from Bloomington? Let me catch up on chat, by the way. I missed a whole lot while I was mucking around with that. Uh, Nothing but flat here in Indy, Utah. Whole of Indiana is flat. That's not true, Jess. Southern Indiana is not flat. It's flatter than a mountain, but Southern Indiana, compared to Indianapolis specifically and north, is not flat. Greater Vancouver's crammed, a teeny tiny flat space. Highway 1 goes across the whole country. Flat places make you feel really small. Wish you had mountains. Yes, I do wish we had mountains here. That would be cool. Back in 04, we went out to... we flew from here to Vegas, and then we drove from Vegas up to Montana. And, oh, man. We stopped in Salt Lake, and just the mountains around Salt Lake, like, it was nuts. And then Montana, oh man, Montana was gorgeous. Um, Mountains are huge. They make up a massive portion of British Columbia. There's only like 5 million people in British Columbia. It's the height from LA to Seattle. Wow. That massive area with only 5 million people. You think, yeah, in this area here, roughly, is about 2 million people. That's the greater Indianapolis area. It includes, I would throw in Greenwood, Plainfield, Avon, Brownsburg, Zionsville, Westfield. Noblesville is like the very, very edge of what I would throw in with Indianapolis. And then like that's about it. But yeah, that's about 2 million people just in this small area there. Uh where was I? And about as wide as the ocean to Colorado. You want to drive across the state someday? That yeah. Uh, I wish we took that trip in '04, like not in '04, because in '04 I was only uh, how old was I in '04? 14. 99, yeah, 15. 15. I had just turned 15, and I was old enough to remember, but at the same time, still not quite old enough to fully appreciate it. If that makes sense. Um, but yeah, we like I said, we flew to Vegas, and then we took the 15 all the way up. We stopped in Salt Lake and stayed, and then we kept taking the 15 up, and we stayed in Boulder, which is it wasn't too far from Butte. There's Boulder, right there it is. We stayed here in Boulder. In fact, I can even point to the exact place. I can point to it now because the people that live there then don't live there anymore, so it doesn't matter. Uh, it was right on Main Street. Uh, it was which one was it? I think it was. I think it was this house right here, maybe. No. Um, maybe it wasn't right on Main Street. I don't remember. It's been, 18 years. Give me a break. It's been 18 years since I've been there. All right, Jess. Thanks for popping in. Have a good one. Tell Adam and Pappy I said hi. And give Emmy a hug for me. Uh, yeah, it's been 18 years since I've been there, so I don't remember exactly where, but we stayed in this town here. Uh, I don't remember everywhere we went, but I know we went on a boat ride at some point. Probably along here. Uh, they had what was called the Gateway to the West, and it was just a visual thing with forced perspective. As you curve around one corner, two mountains look like they're opening up, like they're spreading apart, even though you're just rounding a corner. But because of the perspective, it looks like they're spreading apart. And then as you go around the curve, it looks like they're closing back behind you. Uh, One of these days, not tonight, but well, maybe tonight. I don't know why not. I'd have to I'd have to get it queued up. That's why not. I would have to find it and get it queued up and ready to go, so I don't waste time scrubbing through the video. Um, but I have that on video that I can show you guys. But we stayed all through here. Went gold panning somewhere. I don't remember the name of the place off the top of my head, but we went up on some mountain. And like this is like the middle of July, and there was still snow on the ground from the last winter. It hadn't melted yet. Um, and we did a picnic right by a river. Uh, the coldest water that didn't have ice floating in it. I have ever felt in my life. So cold. Colder than the water I'm drinking right now that does have ice in it. Anyway, from there we drove back through. We stayed in Salt Lake on the way back. We stopped in Vegas for a couple nights, and then we went to California again on 15. We stopped here in Victorville because we had family there, and then we came on down. We went into Anaheim, uh, Balboa Island. Here we went out here across the one bridge that links to it. Traffic was unbelievably bad. The number of people trying to get in and out of that island off the one road. And then there's another island that you could only get to via a ferry. And I don't remember what the name of that island was. But you literally had to take a ferry to get to it. And then Newport Beach. It was along here somewhere. I think. Because there was like a nature reserve type of deal. Or something that we walked through to get to the beach. So, but again, I don't remember where specifically because it's been 18 years. So, but yep, it was a fun, fairly fun trip. But yeah, that's anyway. That's why there's all the highways. Like I said, Indianapolis is known as the crossroads of America for that reason. You can get to basically anywhere in America from here, from one of these freeways. Anyway, this is actually the best view here. You can see 69 kind of stops right there, as far as like having the little line drawn, and so you zoom in because it's following 37, Highway 37, and they're turning it into 69, but they haven't got it all the way done yet. They're still working on it. You can actually still see it's under construction here. When was this dated? Map data from this year. So this is actually fairly fresh. This is still fairly fresh. So they're still working on it. They're turning 37 into the new 69. You see they got it all tore up here as well. But yeah, it's just going to be following the path right up onto here. I think, if I remember correctly, they're going to be redoing this interchange. They would almost have to because, I mean, it's treated like a regular street. So, unless they do what they did on the other half of 69, where you got the freeway coming down here, and then it turns in to a regular street after it crosses the bypass. And they're rebuilding this interchange right now. They got it all tore up. The new exit lane here is coming like this. The new entrance lane here is coming over here like this. And then, yeah, it's just a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a mess. Indiana has 2 seasons, winter and construction. And construction also happens during the winter. So, and they're tearing up one of the, I don't know which one of these 3 airport or runways at the airport. I think it's this one because they mentioned FedEx specifically, and FedEx Center's right here. So I think it's this one. I think they're lengthening it or widening it. I can't remember which. But that's going to be like a 3-year project. They got the north split all tore up right now. As far as I know, the only working ramp is 65 south to 70 west, or 70 east, I mean, which I think is this one here. But they got it all tore up right now. In fact, this is still fairly recent map data here, but this is showing that they're not doing anything here, so this isn't that new. But this is like an 18-month project, and they're only halfway through it right now. And I'll be so glad when this is done, because of this, everybody coming west on 70, they can't just go straight through anymore. So guess where they have to go? Down and around 465 and all the way around and up and then over. Traffic along this section from 70 here down around here is terrible. I hate taking the highway here now. I hate it. It is so bad traffic wise. Even during non rush hour periods, traffic is crap because of all the extra traffic that has to take this way because they can't just go straight through anymore. One thing I do love about this, though, I wonder if I can do it on here. I know I could do it on Google Earth, but I don't want to open Google Earth back up. Can I do Street View here? How do I do Street View? I don't know how to do Street View. How do you do Street View? Well, so much for that. Unless, let's try this. I know on the phone, if I select the location, a lot of the times it pops up giving me the option to do Street View, but it doesn't let me do it on here. Doesn't let me do it on here. Okay. So much for that. Anyway, one fun thing about taking 70 west from the east side of town. It's this curve right here. You can see downtown from this highway, like from all the way over here. If it wasn't for trees, I could see. Where is it? If it wasn't for trees, I could see this building from my house because it's just that tall. So you can absolutely see downtown from all the way over here if it wasn't for the trees. But you're coming along, you're driving along, and then you're getting closer and closer and closer, obviously. But then you take this curve here, you curve away, so you're kind of facing north. You're facing northwest, but then you come around this curve, and if you follow the line of this highway right here, and just draw a straight line, in fact, oh, I can't. That's a Google Earth thing. Just draw a straight line from here to here. It's a perfectly straight line right to the heart of downtown. And it just brings the entire skyline perfectly straight ahead of you through your windshield. So you don't have to look out your side window. It's right in front of you. It just swings into view as you round this curve right here. It's a nice little touch. It's a nice little touch. I used to drive that every single day to get to school. I used to live, I don't mind pointing out where I used to live because I don't live there anymore. I used to live, not that far. Where is it? Here it is. I used to live right here, right on this corner, 21st and Graham. And I would come over here and get on the highway right here. And my school is up here around Park 100. No, it's not. It's down here. Right there. Lincoln College. That's where I went to school. So I drove from over here all the way over to there. So I would take that route every single day to get to school. And in the wintertime, when you're driving that early in the morning, it's still dark. So you get to see it all lit up like it's nighttime. And it's nice. I like looking at skylines in the daytime, sure, but there's something about looking at a skyline at night when it's all lit up. It's nice. Anyway, talk about your all-time sidetracks, right? Talk about your all-time sidetracks, right? We had a wager going on. Or a guess, I should say, going on. I don't remember where I was. It was over here somewhere, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. I can see where I stopped now. Anything to get out of the boring, grindy stuff. But it's got to be done. The city can't go on until this part gets done. But I always like looking at maps and talking about maps and stuff. It's always fun. Mac, if you're still here, here's another spot. Here's the big spot, I should say. I need this lump right here just to get pulled back more in line with this stuff here. Whoa. What? What? Is that part of the thing? It is. It's part of the schematic. That's funny. It's part of the schematic. Oh, man. I was freaking out for a second. I was freaking all the way out for a second. I know it's not going to reset until at least 1.20. But depending on what comes with 1.20, if it's not like a major world change, we might keep going. Who knows? But I know it's not going to reset until at least then. So, however soon that may or may not be. Or however soon or not soon, I should say, that is. I would imagine early next year at the absolute earliest. Because, I mean, obviously, they just did put out 1.19.2. They haven't announced anything yet for what the next update's going to be. So, who knows if they're even done with 1.19 yet. I mean, it kind of seems like they are because the .2 update came out very fast. Because it was just a bug fix. So I'm assuming 1.19 is done. But, you never know. You never know. But yeah, 1.20 at the earliest is when it'll reset. I wouldn't cry about it if it lasted past 1.20, because that's just going to give me more time to do this city. But like I said, worst case scenario, I'll either get the world download if Emmy can figure out how to do it, or actual worst case scenario, I'll just use Lightmatica and make another copy of the whole area again, including all my progress. And then import it into the single-player world again and continue on it. But once this world does end, if I'm not done with this city, when I do get it imported into a single-player world, from then on, it will be done in creative mode. Because I am not... I'm only going to do it in survival on the server. Once the server's done, I'm done with survival mode. And then I'll be able to use World Edit as well to finish things up. So that's that. But like I said, I doubt it'll be out much before January or February. You know, I mean, they've been running here lately on a roughly 8-month cycle, give or take. So hopefully there's plenty of time. Because I need all the time I can get on finishing this thing. No, I mean, Mojang releasing updates. It's been about roughly 8 months in between. Although 119, let's face it, it's not really the wild update. It's Caves and Cliffs Part 3. Let's be real. Because the biggest features in it were features that were supposed to be in 1.17 before they split that in half to 1.17 and 18. And then it still didn't make 1.18. So it's really Caves and Cliffs Part 3 more than anything. But like I said, whenever they do come out with the next update, that'll be when we would reset at the earliest. And now, like I said, I don't know for sure, but if it's an update that doesn't really change world generation at all, like no new biomes or anything like that, we might just keep going. Like if it's just a feature thing and not world generation related, then we might just keep going. But I can't say for sure on that. That's just a guess. But it's like if nothing in the world itself changes, then there's no real need to reset the world to get the new stuff. So that's the only reason I say that. Oh, Mac, are you here already? I'll fly over here there in just a second then, if you're here. Not, it doesn't have to be like there's no specific distance. But that particular section sticks out just a little farther than the rest of that section does. So maybe just like push it back to be more in line with the rest of it. That's what I was kind of thinking. All right. I am not. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I am not going to count the torches in this area because I'm not going to remove them yet. I'm only going to be doing the ones around the roads. In fact, let me put these 3 back. Because I'll do those later. Whew. Tomorrow's going to be boring. Gotta go to the friggin' store. I hate going to the store. But need a lot of stuff, so I don't really have a choice. We need Star Trek style food replicators. Pronto. Scientists, get on it. Where's too bad Jess ain't here. I tell her to get on it. She's a scientist. Sort of. I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking it's going to be over. I'm thinking my gut was right to say over to begin with. Because I haven't even gotten to the other half yet. And we're already pushing one. But we'll have to wait and see. I won't call it until I have an actual answer. I'll either have 27 stacks or more in my inventory, or I'll be done. Whichever happens first. But I think it's pretty obvious we're going to have more. Oh, come on. I have a feeling we're going to pass Mac here in a couple seconds. Well, once we get down here just a little ways farther. I wasn't as far down as I thought I was. I need to get some speed potions. That would really speed things along. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Did you see what I did there? Uh-huh. I made a funny. No, I didn't. There's Mac. Hi, Mac. Boy, I tell you, you really plow through food when you're just sprinting nonstop, don't you? Good lord. Oh yeah, we are absolutely going to have more than 27. There's no doubt about it now. Because I have all of that left to do. And we're already almost there. And I'm not even done with this side yet. I mean, a horse would move me faster, but I couldn't reach the ground as easy. I need speed potions is what I need. Infinite beacons that covered this whole area would also do fine. I can just throw speed on all of those. But I only have the 2 beacons, and one of them is at Pacers right now. And even if I had 2 of them, neither one of them, much less both of them combined, would be enough to cover this whole area. So it would be a waste of time setting it up. Potions is the way to go with this. Or creative mode flight, that would be great. That would make me move a lot faster, and I can just hover right above the ground and punch these things out. That would be great. Alright. Mac, you usually have a bed on you. Can you sleep, please? It's been a while since I've slept, and I don't want to get attacked. Thank you. We okay, so this little bit here, and then all of that still. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, it's absolutely going to be over 27 stacks. No doubt. I'm gonna leave all these for now because I'm not ready to work with that building yet. Emmy, welcome in. How you doing tonight? Redeeming a hydrate, that sounds just fine by me. I could always use a drink of water. You know what? I'm gonna give you one for free because I'm still thirsty. Thanks for that, Redeem, Emmy. Appreciate it. That was needed. Very much so. I feel that better now. But yeah, Emmy, how are you doing tonight? I'm just over here doing the old grindy grind on the base. How's the super flat world going? It's going. I spent the morning and I got all the sidewalks in. Hence the schematic that's now in place. And now I'm going around and getting out all of the torches along the side of the road that will be in the way of the sidewalks. And just before I hopped off earlier, I think you saw me talking about it to Mac. I know you popped on chat for a minute. I was smelting up all the smooth stone I need for the slabs. It took like an hour and a half or 2 hours or some crap like that. I needed a little over 19 shulker boxes of smooth stone. I was smelting 66 stacks at a time. And it took 10 minutes per round. And there was 8 rounds of that. So, and it took about 5 minutes to load and unload all of the furnaces with the next batch. So, yeah, probably a solid couple of hours doing that earlier. I would just get a batch going and then go AFK and watch a video and then come back. Imagine you had something like Psycraft for an array. What I would love is the Carbonado Edged Furnace from the Slime Fun plugin. Those things, oh man. Those things are so fast. They make blast furnaces look 10 times slower than a regular furnace. That's how fast they are. And in addition to their speed, they stretch your fuel out by a crazy amount. For example, instead of it needing to be 4 sticks to smelt one item, 1 stick would smelt like 20. So it would turn a stick basically into a dried kelp block. So imagine what it does to a dried kelp block. So I would really love to have one of those. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really need to set up like a full-blown like smelter system. Because I mean, it would have had to been temporary anyway. Because I don't have any place to have anything permanent set up right now. So I just set up a bunch of furnaces and just filled them up manually. No big deal. I don't need to smelt anything anytime soon after this, so it'll be a long while. The only thing I'll have to smelt will be glass at some point. When I build that building, I'll need a crap load of glass. That'll be the next thing I need to smelt. Is that the right distance now? Yeah, Mac. That'll do just fine. Thanks. I can see it on my map. That's perfect. That's perfect. And I tell you, I don't particularly want to bring it up because it'll bring the mood down. But, like, I've had TFC in my mind ever since Saturday. He's been on my mind. He was honestly on my mind all week. The week leading up to his death. Like, literally, I was like, it's been a while since I've seen a video. Because you know how YouTube is. Sometimes they don't want to show you videos that you subscribe for, even though you've subscribed for them. So I searched him up, and sure enough, it had been a couple weeks since his video, but I watched it. I'm like, man, that's a short video. And then I clicked over to his vlog channel and watched his vlog where he's talking about how much he's been hurting and everything. I'm like, man. And I kept thinking to myself, man, I wish you'd just go see a doctor, man. There has to be something causing all this. And then, sure enough, you know, I don't know if any of you guys seen. I know if you saw where his sister made the announcement in that thread farther down, she went into details about what was going on, and turns out he had cancer going on, and he had an infection going on, and he was running an extremely high fever, like 107, and that ended up causing a stroke, and that's what did him in. And it's like, man, it's like, I know how he was. He didn't want to go see no doctor. In fact, she said he coughed and broke a rib or something, and he still refused to go see a doctor. And it's like, if he just would have went to see a doctor, you know, maybe he'd still be here. If I was having migraines like that, near constantly, like that, like once a month is bad enough, but he was having them like all the time. If I was having them that frequently, I would be seeing a doctor about it. But with cancer, you know, you never, you know, it's a toss-up depending on what type and how soon you catch it and everything, and it's a toss-up even then if you'll live through it. But when you don't get treated at all, you're not gonna make it through it, which is what happened. His last video was like 7 minutes and nothing happened. I know. In fact, do I still have it? I do. Okay, I'm gonna copy this and put it in chat here. I hope it's not too long. It is too long. I'll split it in half. Alright, that's about half-ish. Alright, this is what his sister said. This was like three tweets, I think, that I just copied and put together. And then that's the first half. And then here is the second half. That's what his sister said on Twitter. But yeah, he was on my mind all week last week. And like, I don't believe in, you know, a sixth sense about things like that, but, you know, I mean, that is a fairly strong coincidence. I mean, he's on my mind all week long, and then he drops dead on the Saturday. I mean, come on. Even I gotta admit, that's a little weird. But, Yeah, I've been thinking about him every single day this week. Well, even more so since Saturday. He was one of my favorite. I watched him more than I watched any of the other hermits, to be honest with you. I never missed one of his videos, ever. Meanwhile, even with, like, all of the other hermits, sometimes I just skip an episode or two. I never miss one of his, ever. Like, he resonated the most with me as a player because we have extremely... What the hell is that? Was that a trident guy? Oh, it's a phantom. Well. Oh, hell. He'll get killed by thorns eventually. I ain't got time to mess with him. Anyway, all of the other hermits that I watch regularly, most of the time I won't miss one, but every little bit it's like, I'm just not in the mood today, so I would just skip it. But I would never miss his. But like I said, like he resonated with me as a player because we have extremely similar playing styles. He loves mining, I love mining. He wasn't the best of builders, even he would be the first to admit that. I'm not the best of builders, and I'm the first one to admit that. And the only difference is he took everything very slow and steady. Like, he wouldn't... Would you stop? Good lord. Alright, once this stack is done, the next one after that, it'll be over 27. But anyway, he would take things nice and slow. You know. And like I have more of an understanding of redstone than he does, I think, based off what I've seen. Uh, but yeah, we were like just playing style wise, we were very similar. I'm just more quick about things than he was. That's it. I have always despised deep slate. I don't dislike the blocks themselves. I dislike mining it. All right, that's 27 stacks. And with this, that's more than 27. So let me pull up the prediction. Uh-oh. 3 of you guys got screwed out of some points. Oh boy, we have more than 27 stacks. Sorry to do that to you guys, but it is what it is. That being said, now that we're over, now that we've established that we are over 27 stacks, let's do a new prediction. How many shulker boxes total? We're at 1. Look at all the red dots that I still have to do. And I'm only on the island here. I have all of this left to do. I've only done this area and this area. I have all of this left to do. So, that's the real question. Will it be more or less than 3? Well, how should I do this? Let's call it. Let's see, 27, 29, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Let's call it 40 stacks. Will it be more or less than 40 additional stacks? Will I collect more or less than 40 additional stacks? Or 40 stacks. I can't type additional because I don't have enough space. I don't have enough space. There's a character limit. Yes or no? I'll give you another 5 minutes on that. Another prediction. You've decided it's easier just to dig a hole to bedrock for resources and diamonds. I mean, I have pretty good luck doing my mining techniques. I just go down to right above where you're standing on top of bedrock. I don't know if you can see him from here. Nope. But like if this was bedrock, you're standing on top of it. Going down that deep in mining, that's where you're going to find all your diamonds. Okay. So, we found 27 stacks already. We have most of the island to go. And like I said, the entirety of this section here. So, will I get more or less? Well, I didn't phrase it like that. More. How did I phrase it? I can't remember. Will I collect more or less than 40 stacks? Oh, I did do that. Okay, so yes is more than 40. No is less than 40. I can't remember. I phrased that terribly. Let me change this. Delete and return points. Let me rephrase it. I'm going to rephrase that. I'm going to rephrase the answer choices, I should say. The question is the same. Will I collect more or less than 40 stacks? So, more than 40 or less than 40. I'll even give a third option. Exactly 40. There we go. I gave a third option this time. Now, when I say exactly, it's not going to be like exact. I will round up to the nearest stack. So even if I have one torch, well, I'll round either up or down. If it's 32 or less, I'll count it as no stack. If it's 33 or more, I will count it as one stack. So this would still count as 0 stacks. So that way, if, like say I have a full thing here, and this is the last stack that would be number 40 if it gets filled. If it's more than 33, if it's 33 or more, it'll count as stack number 40. If it's 32 or less, it will not count as stack number 40. I hope that's clear. I don't know if I phrased it good enough. Anyway, I redid the prediction. So if you voted on the first one, vote again. Your points should have been refunded to you. Because it said end and refund points. So you should have got your points back. So you can vote again with the proper phrased answers. How many false bans Mojang is stuck dealing with already? Probably a lot. Yes, Mac, they can. They're not actively monitoring chats, but for example, I'm pretty sure Emmy has the plugin thing here. See, I could click report you. Oh, it actually does work. I could literally report you for anything right now. I could report you for saying a tad. And then just pick something, and they'll have to look at it. It's dumb. It's so dumb. Servers have been self-monitoring themselves literally for the entirety of the game. And all of a sudden, no, now we have to look at it ourselves. Just to make sure. Just to make sure. Because God forbid parents, you know, parent their children and pay attention to what they're doing on the internet. You know, what a unbelievable idea. We can't have that. We can't have parents doing their jobs as a parent and paying attention to their kids. What kind of world do you think we live in, folks? You can't disable it at the moment because there's not a plugin for it yet. Only a Forge Fabric mod, and it doesn't work. It does work client side though. I see. No, they don't ban you from the server. They ban you from being online at all. They ban you from all servers. You're stuck with single player for the rest of your life, unless you pay for the game again. You know, see, I mean, you might, you might be getting in trouble if you do that, though. Retaliation and whatnot. They said, I think they said that's not allowed. But yep, if you get banned, you don't just get banned from the server that you were on, you get banned from all servers. Your email gets online access removed. Why Mojang accounts moved to Minecraft? Yeah, or why? Yeah, Microsoft. That's the word. Words are hard. Words are hard. I know that's what you're saying, El. What I'm saying is I don't think Mojang is going to allow that. If they find out that your admin is kicking people out of the SMP because they reported someone, they might also get in trouble because of that. That's what I'm saying. Because of retaliation. By the way, Emmy, is there any way to get that remove the yellow check mark too? It's red now. This message is not secure, which means that it might have been modified by the server. Dragon, welcome back. How are you doing? Hope you had a nice whatever it was you were doing. chilling, watching TV, eating dinner, whatever it was. Hope you was having fun, whatever it was. Having fun is always the goal. You missed the whole thing where we was talking about interstates and what else did we do, guys? We talking about interstates and different things and whatnot. But it's going. We had a prediction. Is it still going or is it over? I think it's over now. We did a prediction earlier. Will we get more or less than 27 stacks of torches? It was definitely more. So I did a second prediction. Will we get more or less than an additional 40? And so far we're at 4, almost 5. So that's the prediction that's going on now. Let's check on that actually. Prediction. We have 2 people that voted, and both of them voted for less than 40 stacks. So we will find out. We will find out. Let me put OBS back up. There we go. Probably can't report you now. Let's see. Nope, Emmy, I cannot report you. I can report Mac, and I cannot report you. So Emmy, you said that's a client-side mod? I mean, not that I do anything worth getting reported for anyway. I mean, the only place I play is here. And the other place I play on, I'm an admin there, so good luck. And nobody's playing on that one right now anyway, other than me, really. It works on servers, but only Fabric and Forge servers. I see. And you run paper. Gotcha. I'm sure there will be a paper version at some point. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Pix, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good day. I should have put the timer up longer than 5 minutes. That wasn't really that long, considering how long this task is going to take. But, we're just, chilling out at the moment, doing this boring stuff, having a little chat. That's all we're doing. But the boring stuff has to be done before the fun stuff can happen. That's usually the way it works. Did I miss one way down there? No, that's purple. Okay. Oh, come on. Doing good? That's good. Glad to hear it. Did I pick that up? Yes, okay. Let's get an overview. I think... Nope. I missed those. Right there. Okay. Alright, so I saw a couple... here, for one, debating on what you want to jump on and play. Well, Flip a coin for it, I guess. Yeah, it's slowly coming together. This is all just a hologram right now. I mean, the only thing that's actually here is the roads. I spent the morning, like literally the whole morning, doing the sidewalks in creative mode on single player. And now then I spent a couple of hours actually getting the smooth stone smelted up for the slabs. And now I'm taking out the torches in preparation of putting in the slabs. Alright. I'm fairly certain the island is done, and this part is done. So now we have all the rest of this to do, and we're already at 7.5 stacks. So I'm starting to think over 40. Personally. I'm starting to think it's going to be over 40, personally. Now, these are going to have to come out as well, because this is where the bridge is going to go. In fact, these need to come out too. Emmy, if you do that, you get to pick them right back up, because I'm not doing it again. So only do it if you're willing to clean it back up, because I'm not doing it. I can guarantee you that one. So you can see where I've made on-the-fly changes to the roads. This one got shortened up, and this one got extended. I mean, like I said, he can do it if he wants to, but he's cleaning it up. I mean, that's literally part of the rules. That would be considered... I don't know if that would fall under pranking or griefing or whatever, but either way, the rules say if you prank someone, don't do anything you're not willing to help clean up. So if he wants to do it, he's going to have to clean it up, because I'm not. So here's another one of the changes I made. One of your friends filled your entire house with blocks, just random blocks, every single space. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. That's how I got rid of them myself on the single player world. Although not directly. The way I got rid of them on the single player world, I placed the slabs, and then I selected it, and then I just stacked them, and then the torches took care of themselves. Oh man, you really go through food when you're just sprinting. AR, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having fun. Emmy redeeming a have a drink on me. Fantastic. Let me get the book. Alright. AR, you came just in time for a have a drink on me. If I can find my bookmark. There it is. This drink is called All Along the Scotch Tower, based on the song All Along the Watchtower, which is a cover, the Jimi Hendrix cover of or wait. I'm so I'm not up to date with all these older groups. I can't remember if Jimi Hendrix wrote it and then Bob Dylan covered it, or if Bob Dylan wrote it and Jimi Hendrix covered it. I can't remember. Anyway, the version that's written here is the Jimi Hendrix version. If that makes a difference, I don't know. Anyway, we could, of course, have gone for Bob Dylan's version of what we're pompously calling Watchtower, what with it being the original and arguably the best. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. It's Jimi Hendrix's cover of that song. There we go. But we haven't, and with good reason. If we're hosting a cocktail party and drawing up a guest list, would you rather invite Grumpy Bob or psychedelic sex god Jimi Hendrix? Exactly. Hand Hendrix one of these magnificent all along the Scotch Tower cocktails and just watch him go. Oh, hold on. Legend has it that Hendrix used to mix beer and red wine in a pint glass. That's pretty uncouth. Let's invite Bob round instead. This recipe makes 1. You need ice cubes, 2 measures of Scotch whiskey, 1 measure of lemon juice, 3 teaspoons of sugar syrup, 4 measures of ginger ale, a slice of fresh ginger root to decorate. And the method: pour the whiskey, lemon juice, sugar syrup, and ginger ale into a Collins glass filled with ice cubes and stir. Decorate with a slice of ginger root and serve. So, pour it all in a glass and there you go. That's pretty much the method. That's all I had to say. Pour it in a glass. Ta-da! But that, ladies and gentlemen, is All Along the Scotch Tower. Emmy, thank you for that redeem. I appreciate it. If any of you guys ever try to make any of these drinks, let me know how they turn out. Because I'm very curious to know. Very curious indeed how they turn out. Hello. But seriously though, Emmy, don't, because it's part of a prediction, and if you're picking them up or if you're putting them down and I pick up them a second time, it's going to throw off the count and that would ruin the prediction. So, besides the fact that it's just the whole thing. If I wasn't doing a prediction, I wouldn't really care, but because I am, it actually matters. Alright, this is where I already picked up some from earlier when I got that first stack. So we'll have to add that. We have to add in one stack to what we've already got because I did pick up a stack from over here already. Although these can go back. Almost want to get on and do that, but if you get on and other stuff, you need to like figure out what you're gonna sell in your shop. I don't know. I never know what to sell in my shop. I just add random. My shop is so random. It started off just being like bee related stuff, and then I added netherite, and then I added the shulker boxes or shulker shells, I should say, and now I added the mud stuff. So I mean, just pick something, I guess. I mean, that's all I can. That's all I know what to say. My nose is itching all of a sudden. Good grief. I don't know why my nose likes to itch when I stream, but it sure does. Something about sitting down and hitting the stream button. My nose is like, oh, you're streaming? I guess I should start itching now then, huh? You hate East for you to get picks? What? Oh, what's easy for you to get? That makes much more sense. That makes so much more sense. See, this is one of those spots where I think I might just shave this off. In fact, I think I will. In fact, I think I will. Let me do this and then this. Make sure these go in the right spot. There and there and there. Turn that off. Turn that back on. So yeah, I think I'm going to shave this off. It's too short to even worry with making a road with. You have to go do a thing. Okay, L, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Oh, come on. How do you miss when you're walking in a straight line looking right at him? Well, one thing's for sure. I don't think I'm going to get to any slab placement tonight. This between this and just me being a general procrastinator and doing literally anything to get out of this, you know, i.e., showing off things that have nothing to do with this, you know, and doing Google Earth things and whatnot, and the other things and the other things, and it sure eats into the time. Plus, it just genuinely takes a lot of time. Uh-oh. I just noticed something in that message. I need to fix that before I forget to do it. Ba-da-ba-da. Let's see, how did that look? Okay. So let me try saving that. Alright. Next time that runs, I'll have to remember to look at that. Thanks. But yeah, I noticed at least on my screen. Let me check out the other version. Yep, it's doing that on that version too. Yeah, I noticed that it wanted to add the word "consider" to the end of my my Twitter link there. That's not good. So hopefully I fixed it, but I won't know until that thing runs again. So I'll have to wait and see. How often does that run again? Every 15 minutes. Okay, so we have a while yet, because it just did run. Okay. Herky jerky. Oh yeah, that reminds me. This is the first time I've been live since I did the Twitter thing. Uh, I changed my Twitter. And by changed, I mean literally changed. I took my personal Twitter and I just rebranded it. I didn't realize that you could change your @ name. For one, I didn't realize you could actually change that. I knew you could change your display name, but I didn't know you could change the @ name. But also, when I made my other Twitter, the one with the MC in the name, um, I added the MC part because the Metal 89 thing I thought was taken, but now that I'm thinking back, the regular 89 with no underscore probably was taken. That's why I have an 80. That's why I have the underscore in my name on Twitch to begin with. But Metal underscore 89 on Twitter was free. So couple that with the fact that I could change it, and I just went ahead and rebranded my personal Twitter to be my new main Twitter. And I'm keeping the old one up for now, since a lot of people followed me on there for Twitch specifically. This is another one I might cut off. Oh, this is that's that same one, isn't it? Yes, it is. Um, but yeah, a lot of people followed me on there to begin with for Twitch specifically. Uh, and I've posted messages. I tweeted on there to follow the other account now. Um, but you know how Twitter is. If you don't see it right when it happens, it gets pushed to the bottom of your feed, and then you have to scroll and scroll and scroll to see it. And it's a whole thing. So I'm just trying to get the word out for everybody to follow me on my quote unquote new Twitter, even though it's actually my old Twitter because that's the one I've had first. And anyway, if you followed me on Twitter with the MC in the name, go ahead and follow me with the one without MC in the name. In fact, let me see if this link works. Nope, I have to fix it there as well. Crap cakes. Alright. Let me do that and save. I can actually test it then because it's going to be the same problem here. Yes, there we go. I needed to add a space in between. There we go. There's the link, the proper link to my new Twitter. The old one was metal89_MC. The new one is metal_89. It's just like my Twitch name now. So that should be that. I try to post on Twitter before I go live if I remember to. I usually do, but I have been known to forget. Alright, let me do a check. Alright, there's a few sections here left. Oop, let me do that. There we go. But yeah, no pressure or anything, but, you know, it's a good way to get a hold of me, too, for that matter. If you're not in the Discord, that's a great way to get a hold of me. Because I do check my Twitter every day. Also, I probably should mention, the link to the Discord group is in that link as well, for that matter. It's a very, very non-spammy Discord. I don't at anybody, ever. If I have something to say to you specifically, I'll be more likely to DM you than I will be to ping you in that group. The only time I ping anybody in that group is when I'm going live and for no other reason. I only do that when I'm going live. So it's not spammy at all. But of course, if you're still worried about it, you can always turn off the at everyone's in the settings if you really wanted to, but there's not really a need. Because like I said, I don't abuse it. Just ask anybody that's in that group. They'll tell you. In fact, I have broken that rule one time, but it was for a very, very, very good reason, and that was to announce when I hit affiliate. Other than that, I only at everyone when I go live and for no other reason. Just the one time. But I mean, I hit affiliate. I mean, that's big news, you know? You gotta share it for everybody. Yes, Emmy. I hear my name. Am I full? I am full. Cool. Well, that means... Alright, there's 27 out of the 40. Let me make sure I'm picking up all these. I don't want to lose any of them. Let me eat. Turn that back on. Let's get these up here. Alright, so we're at 27. We're 27 in. I really need to revamp the Discord group. It wasn't ever spectacular to begin with, but I took out all the stuff except the general chat. So like everything else is gone. So, but I want to make it fun. I want to have like stuff to do in there, like fun stuff, like little mini games or whatever. I think there's stuff like that for Discord. I think I've seen stuff like that before, but in fact, I want to get stuff like that for chat during stream. I know Carrot has like Heist and whatever. Another streamer I watch, he has something. I'm pretty sure it's just a rebranded version of Heist. But like, I want to get fun stuff to do during chat. In fact, does Heist even work? Heist. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I want to get fun stuff to do like that. Because I've been in people's streams that the chat was just so much fun because there's little mini games to play and all sorts of interactive stuff. I want my chat to be like that. All right, Mac. Have a good dinner. Yeah, with the one streamer I'm talking about specifically, he calls it. I'm pretty sure it's just a reskinned roulette and a reskinned heist. I'm pretty sure. But he calls one of them a boss fight, where it's kind of based off the Blade Runner stuff, where you're a Blade Runner and you're hunting down a replicant, and if you catch them, you get points, and it's split up based off how many people were in and how many people won, etc. And it was like it had a minimum. It cost 50 points to play that, right? So however many people played times 50 points, and then however many people won, they split the total points between them. And then the other one was called a hack, and that's where you wager your points. So you can wager. I think the minimum on that was also 50, but you can wager as much as you have. So if you have 1,000,000 points, you could wager 1,000,000 points. And then again, it's very similar to the other one where you add up the total points and then you divide that out. But instead of you splitting it evenly between all the winners, it's split on the percentage of that. So if you dumped a crap load of points in, you get a larger percentage back. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it. Like if you wagered 1,000,000 points and you and 2 other people won, but they split the points between everybody that won, you'd be getting back less than your 1,000,000 points. So you get all your winnings back plus another percentage of the rest of the winnings. If I'm explaining that right. I don't know if I am. I think I am, but I can't be sure. Anyway, it's always fun. And then he has a leaderboard set up for it and everything, and it's a little game to see who can have the most points at the end of each month. And then he has rewards for the winner. The winner gets a custom role in the Discord group, and he gives them a free subscription to his channel. Now, I unfortunately can't do that because I don't have the money to just like spend like that. All of my subscriptions to everybody are all gift subscriptions because people are generous and they give gift subs, and I've gotten lucky with receiving them. But as far as like getting them, spending the money myself, only very rarely have I had the extra money to be able to do that. All right, I'm gonna do a flyover here. I think that's it. Amy, thanks for the help with all that. Appreciate it. That definitely sped things up. Uh, 10, 64, 45. I have no idea where that is. Some of the places I'm leaving because I'm going to be changing the road pattern. Like some of the road, there's one road over there I know for sure I'm probably going to get rid of. Let's see. What did you say? 10, 64, 45. Let's see. I'm on my way to 10, 64, and then 45. No. Yeah, see, these are ones I'm leaving. Because if you look at my stream really quick, Emmy, you can see the sidewalks coming straight through. I'm getting rid of these roads here. The sidewalk stops. The sidewalk goes to here. Where did my inner chest go? There it is. The sidewalk goes to here. Like, this is the outside edge of the sidewalk right here. And then this will turn into grass. In fact, I'm going to take this out now while I'm standing here. Oop. Even this. In fact, let me just do that. That's easier. I got a box of dirt up by my house. I'll go get some. I literally have the chests here because I was expecting this to happen. But yeah, like anyway, like I was saying, I get so easily distracted. Uh, I want my chat to be fun like that. Just have, you know, things to do other than just sit and watch. And I want my Discord to be fun too. You know, I go to people like, you know, like Griff's Discord, just, you know, everybody's talking and doing stuff, and other streamers' Discords I'm in, they all have stuff going on in there, and it's always fun, and I want mine to be like that. Doesn't have to be identical, obviously, but I want it to be, you know, fun. Amy, you're kind of, in the way there, buddy. Thanks. There we go. Anyway, let's total up our score here. So we got 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Like I said, I'm rounding down. This is less than a half, so this stack isn't counting. But that's 40. That's 41. So there we go, guys. That's the answer. That is the answer. Choose prediction. Choose the outcome. It was more than 40. Bum, 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 bum. Wow. Everybody lost on that one. Sorry, guys. You picked wrong. You picked wrong. Happens to me all the time. Well, anytime I'm in Nick's stream and she does a prediction, I almost always lose. I almost always lose. I've lost more points in her stream than I have earned anywhere else, I think. I just can't seem to guess right. And another thing I would love to do at some point, this is a long way down the road. Like a long, 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 long way down the road. When I get a little extra money and I can get a stream deck or something similar to it. Emmy's trying to kill himself, I guess. But get a stream deck or figure out a way to get something similar. Get like a soundboard or something where I can just tap a button and do a sound all about like a sound that's not on, like not in the like not in my little sound alert things. But you know what I'm saying? Like a, you guys know what I'm talking about. My friggin' brain. I swear to God. How's the shulker fillers working in the end? It works great. There's one modification I would make to it, Emmy. In fact, I can show you while we're here. If I can find what I need. Aha. Here we go. Follow me, Emmy. I will show you my proposed plan. Or just meet me in the end. You'll find me. Boy, my lag going through portals like is back. What's my ping right now? Low. What the heck is up with that? Anyway. Okay, so Emmy, you know how you're running it, and then you have the partial boxes, right? Where you have, you know, that kind of causes the problem. So, what we do, we throw up this, we put a block here. Oh, you have that on the other side? I didn't see it. Oh. I didn't even see this. Didn't even see that. Honestly, we can get rid of this. And just put like another block there. Like that, and then you can just keep tunneling through. And this, I think, needs to be upside down too, doesn't it? That would help. Like that. Anyway, this way you can get in either side now, I guess. But yeah, I had no idea you had that on the other side. But yeah. We had the same idea. You just did it on the other end. Anyway. Yeah, other than that, it's working great. Honestly, I don't think you even need all 7 of these, or however many there is. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I don't even think you need all 8 of them. I was watching. I've never seen more than 5 of them lit at once. And that was with it running full tilt for like an hour. I never saw it light up more than 5 of them. But I guess it's better safe than sorry, I guess, to have the extras. Doesn't hurt nothing. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and if you ever need more shulkers for here, just let me know. Or just swing by my place and grab one of those boxes. You know where they're at, right? The bottom row of those barrels by the stairs. It's actually starting in the second row from the bottom now, but just grab a shulker box of shells out of the barrels there. So anytime you need more, just come grab a box. Just let me know you did, so I don't freak out if one's missing. I mean, I would probably just assume it was you if that happened, but... Yeah, this place looks great. Like, I log off that night, and then I log on the next day, and this whole room is here. I'm like, wow. I was only off for like 12 hours, and I come back, and this whole thing is done. The machinery's done. This room is built. And I was like, man. That happened quick. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night for my stream. It's pushing 10. I don't have anywhere pressing to be specifically, but I don't really have enough. I don't want to stay up super late, and the only other thing I have to do, I did notice you even lit up the end. I knew you was doing that. You told me you was doing that, but wow, even the sides. Enderman Cove. I love it. I'm surprised this place ain't crammed packed. That's funny. That's funny. But anyway, the only other thing I have to do, as of right now, I should say, is putting down the slabs. And I don't want to get started on that and only be able to do like a little while. I want to be able to get a large amount of it done. So I'll save that for another day. I'm going to call. Oh, did I sleep in my bed? Yes, I did. Thank goodness. I was like, wait, was I still at the duper place? Oh, that's another thing I was gonna do. Let's duplicate this allay. Let's duplicate the allay. Let's get another lead for it. All right, I'm gonna need a diamond because I don't even have a jukebox yet. A jukebox is just a chest with a diamond in the middle, right? If I remember right. You spent a lot of time placing all that glowstone too long. Trust me, I know. You see all the torches up there? I had to place all those. That took forever, indeed. A chest with a diamond in the middle. Excellent. Oh, I need an amethyst shard. Oh, I got some right here. What a coinky dinky! I had it ready. I had it ready. Alright. Y'all ready for some fun? Poof! We got 2 of them now. Mac, welcome back. How was dinner? How was dinner? Mac, check out what I just did. We got ourselves 2 allays. Is there a limit to how many mobs you can have tied up to one fence post? Because I'm probably going to duplicate them both again. I need to make a little enclosure for these guys. But that'll be later on. Excellent, my little fix worked on the auto message there. Very nice. Very nice. I'm gonna put this in here so I don't lose it. This can go here. That crap can go there. Yep. I bet that's nope, not quite. All right. Anywhoosly, let's see here. I can close that down. Who is on? Shifu's on. Carrot's on. I'm almost thinking about raiding into Thor because he popped in earlier and he's actually playing Minecraft. I was like, wow, you're playing Minecraft. Very cool. I'm considering it, but he's not family friendly by a lot. Uh, so that's my only hesitation. Uh, let's see. Spiff is on. Haven't seen Spiff in a hot minute. Um, Man, so many people are on. That's the problem. Picking is the problem. Good lord. Uh, Very true, Mac. Technically, I am not. But unlike him, I try to keep it under control. He is the opposite of that. To be fair, he is on stream the way I am in real life. I am unfiltered in real life. I filter myself to the best of my ability while I stream. But like I've always said, if I slip up, I am not going to sweat about it because I'm not marked as family friendly. And I'm not marked as family friendly for that very reason. Because I don't trust myself to keep that filter at all times as much as I'd want to. Uh Boy, who to raid? Who to raid? Hmm. Decisions. Um. Eeny, meeny, miny, bow. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna click the raid button thing, and whichever name I see first is who we're gonna raid. Carrot it is. Carrot was the first one that I saw. We're gonna go raid Carrot. All right, I got the thing doing the thing and whatnot and all the other goodies and things and happenings and whatnots. So my subscribers can copy that message there. That is my subscriber raid call. My non-subscribers can copy that one. That is my non-subscriber raid call. Don't worry about the emote showing up. They will show up when you use it. Stream Elements has to be a subscriber for it to show up. And I'm not paying for Stream Elements to have a subscriber just to show them. Those emotes will show up if you're a subscriber and you use that. It will show up. So we're going to go say howdy ho to Carrot. We all know Carrot. We all love Carrot. So we're going to go show him that love. But thanks for being here tonight, everybody. It's my first stream back in what was it? My last stream was the 5th, so it's been a week. And most of you know I almost time's up. See you guys tomorrow, probably.